So where did you go today?
The Chumash Museum from school.
The Chumash Museum field trip. Okay. And what did you learn?
I learned that they had to make everything in line.
Okay. Like?
Can you give me that? Were there orange juice then?
No.
Nope.
No.
They had to drink
What did they drink?
water from the ocean.
Salty water?
Yes. Actually, they didn't drink the salty water. They took the water from the ocean, grinded out it, mushed up the salt, and it became dust. The dust floated up away, so they just have clean water.
You're not making that up? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
They turned the salt into dust,
Oh, okay.
and they made it flew away. And then they drink the clean water. It's not clean, because you know what happens to the
What happened?
ocean. Fish pee in it.
Ooh.
So they drank pee water.
So you told me about, speaking of pee, what happened to the Native American Chumash?
Oh, they could not pee.
Why?
Because they could not poop. They could not pee because there are no bathrooms.
Oh.
They couldn't go in the bush because it will upset the bush and it won't grow berries because they love eating berries.
So what
And they couldn't even wash the berries. They would eat They would eat grapes unwashed.
would they?
Yes. There's no sinks. And if
There
they
was no
had to
sink.
wash it if they really had to wash it, they used the ocean water.
Again, salty.
Yeah, but they don't care. They just ate it.
Okay. Interesting. And what else did they do?
They built little teepees called oaks to cover them in during the night. And they built it out of some special wood that's so squishy. Not only that it's squishy, it keeps the house warm. Because there was no heaters or anything back then.
True. That's true. Sit, Michael. Good boy.
But
Right.
they were not the first ones. They said that.
But who was the first?
Cavemen were the first ones. The very first ones.
Oh, okay.
But the only first ones we know about is Chumash people.
The Chumash people. Okay. Did they have toys?
No, they had to make it themselves.
They made toys?
Did
Did you see any?
I actually got to play with one.
Yeah? What was
It's
it?
called ring toss.
Ring toss. Okay.
You had a stick with a string
Uh-huh.
attached to a ring. You had to throw it and try to get it on the stick. And then there was something called a buzzer. You would do this and then pull. It will go around and it will kind of make like a bzzz.
Oh,
like a
that sounds fun. Were they fun toys?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to hold real obsidian.
Real obsidian? How did it look like? How did it feel like?
It felt so smooth. Felt so smooth, and it looked just black.
Just like
But if you put it very close to the light, it looks like a little drippy.
Oh,
But it didn't feel drippy.
it didn't feel drippy?
And it looks sparkly and like wet on one side in the shade.
So, what was your favorite part of the trip?
My favorite part of the trip was when we got to go inside the oak.
In the tents? What was in there?
There's just a little, like, a pile of something. And there's a little bone.
Was your entire class inside?
Everyone went to different ones.
Oh, okay.
We could explore.
Okay.
And did they have heaters?
You said they did not have heaters, right?
No heaters.
How about air conditioning when it was really hot outside?
No.
What did they do? It was really hot.
If it was really hot, they would... Mom, can I tell you something? If they had to go hunting, what would they do to keep themselves smell like nature?
What?
They would go into a little pit called the sweat hole.
Okay.
And then what that sweat hole would do, they have some bit of like stringy leaf of a plant. It was straight, and it has a very naturally strong smell. And people might feel strong after putting that.
Oh, really?
So they sweated so much that they would go inside the hole and they would sweat so much. But then they would just rub that brush on them like this, and the skin might peel off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The skin literally peeled off on their arms.
They wanted that to happen?
No, but to make them look more nice, they use their favorite 4 colors. Sometimes one of them doesn't really use.
Which one?
Yellow. I think there's 5. Black, red, white, black, red, white, and sometimes yellow. So that's actually 4.
Okay.
And sometimes orange, so 5.
How did you hear that? Okay. That's very interesting. I wish I would have been there.
We saw a cave.
A cave?
It's not real though. They just made it.
Oh, okay.
They made it.
Why?
Then we saw a cave, and you know how there was no books invented.
Right, they had no books yet, yeah.
They had no books yet.
So what would they do?
They would tell stories on the wall and act them out.
Like in fruits?
They would draw stuff like cavemen, and then they would tell stories about it.
That
like
sounds
in the
fun.
groups.
That sounds fun and cozy. Probably at the fire?
There was no fire. No fire.
No fire?
Nope.